Well, everything that you've been wishing for, you've been quilting, you've been dreaming about a Quilt Today special here at HSN. The wait is over. It's beautiful. It's 100% cotton. It has the most amazing and gorgeous design that will take you back generations. It is full of warmth. It is full of life. It is full of nostalgia. It's full of history. Quilts are the fabrics of our lives. We have passed them down from generation to generation, and now we can continue that tradition and bring you something with heirloom quality that you can have at home tonight for less than $60. You get the quilt, you get the shams, you get it all for less than $60. That's about $20 a pop. You can choose the twin, the full, the queen, or the king. And believe it or not, it is 2023. We have not had a Quilt Today special since 2013. Kind of hard to believe, but Rebecca Wood is here from Emryn House. She's been a part of our family for almost a decade here at HSN, and it's such a thrill to bring back something that everybody loves. Everybody cherishes their quilt. They last for decades, and now this is something you can have in your very own home.
And you're going to be able to pass it down and enjoy it and love it. It's 100% cotton. What does that mean? It means it's only going to get better with age. You can simply throw it in the wash, you can tumble dry, and it's going to turn out beautiful every single time. This is a patchwork printed quilt, and we have decided for our very first Quilt TS in more than a decade to use the most beloved quilting design in this beautiful morning star pattern that we have here. The morning star, I mean, if you were to shut your eyes and I was to say, think about a patchwork quilt, you would probably envision this morning star design. It's one of the most popular ways that quilters love. The patterns that probably is the most popular. And actually, I looked up, I was like, what does it mean? There's got to be some meaning behind it. And it actually, the 8 different points of the star stand for the 4 different seasons of our life, from infancy to youth to maturity to old age, they said. And then it also has the compass rose with each of the directions as well. So that's what it means. There's meaning with quilts, right? I personally, when I think of a quilt, I think of my grandmother. She made us each quilts. She made my baby's quilts. We still love those quilts, but because she made them, we don't always use them. And what do you want to do with quilts? You want to wrap yourself up. You want to enjoy them. I always say I think quilts are the most transitional pieces because not only are they wonderful through different seasons because of the weight of the quilt, but also they're transitional in your home. You're going to take this outside of your bedroom and maybe you have a leather couch that is really, really cold, or a chair. You like to go out and have coffee in the morning. You want to go to the cabin or an Airbnb. You want to go on those road trips to the picnics, watching the fireworks. You always take a quilt with you. And this, because it's 100% cotton, you can do that.
Amazing. This is the blue that we have on the bed. This has been our #1 choice so far. We just launched this less than an hour ago. So many of you, about half of the, wow. Okay, wow, about half of the orders came in the blue.
This one's my favorite. This is the one we have.
And it is so pretty. It's that dreamy blue. It's that serene blue. It can be all American. It can be coastal. It can be cozy. It could be sort of a shabby chic. You could put this with white furniture, dark furniture. Already very, very popular in the blue. Let's go through all the colors. I love this golden yellow.
Yes, it's called
so
golden
pretty.
Yellow. And you can see, I want to give all the credit to Sarah because she said if you have that boho, if you have the macrame, if you have any of that knitted kind of rugs or artwork, this golden yellow is beautiful. It's butterscotch. You said pumpkin spice, which makes me want to go get a latte right now. This is fall in a quilt. Then we also have this beautiful olive green. This is my daughter's favorite color. This is the one she has on her bed. Beautiful, beautiful dark greens, lighter greens against some cream background, but also that white background. So it does fit whether you have warm hues, cool hues. This is going to fit in all of the different designs.
Sage is our #2 bestseller.
Okay.
There's the blue again. We'll go to
Merlot.
our beautiful Merlot. If you love wine tones, if you love burgundies, if you love just a hint of those light pinks. And again, all of these prints are different. You'll see paisleys, you'll see flowers, you'll see a solid color, you'll see beautiful swirls, you'll see dainty prints, you'll see larger prints. So this is really beautiful what they've done. These are works of art, and it really is, of course, an American tradition that so many of us grew up with, and I'd love for you to pick up your favorite today. There's the terracotta. We may have the terracotta over here for you to see in all of its glory. This is the color that my mom picked, because we had our fun little, mother-daughter phone call today, and she says, "What's coming up tonight at midnight?" I said, "Mom, it's a quilt." She's like, let me see. I sent her the picture. She's like, "Okay, how much is it gonna be?" And I said, "It's gonna be $59, Mom." And she says, "Well, that's for the twin, right?" And I said, "Actually, Mom, that's for the twin. It's also the same price for the full. It's the same price for the queen. It's the same price for the king. We have 4 sizes. Each one of them is oversized. Each one of them is 100% cotton, and it is the same price for all the sizes. So here's what's happening. We are very busy. Do we have a number of how many are sold? I would love to share that with everybody, because I do not want you to miss out on a Quilt Today's special. Oh, there we go. More than 1,500 gone. If you are loving the idea of transforming your home with something simple and something affordable, this is the perfect time to dive in. I don't know if or when we're going to have another Quilt Today special in the next decade, but I can tell you this, it's the only one of the year. There's only going to be one day this year we have a Quilt Today special. This is the day, and I think you're just going to be so thrilled to bring home a value like this. We have 5 flex pay on everything, so if you're placing your order online, I'm going to invite you to do so now. You can go to our website, hsn.com. You can download the HSN app. You can check out right there on the home page. And we also, we have a $40 credit card offer. Let me make that available to you. If you don't already have the HSN credit card, you can apply today and buy today. You'll get $40 off a single item when you open and use an HSN credit card. So that's a fabulous savings in addition to our incredible today's special. We have matching sheets coming up for you. We have pumpkin pillows. We've got amazing throws. So think about how you want to redecorate for fall. And we're going to give you all the information you need to make a really, really great decision. I cannot stop looking at this quilt because I think of those wonderful traditions that have been passed down and how time-consuming it is to make a quilt, how difficult it is to make a quilt. I mean, I know friends that have spent years trying to master the art of quilt making.
I wouldn't even probably, I wouldn't even attempt it. That's not in my wheelhouse. I just want to cuddle up and enjoy it.
But I want that look.
I want that.
I want that heirloom quality.
This is that patchwork printed quilt that you're going to love, 100% cotton. What I wanted to showcase too was what you're going to get with Emryn House is we want to give you that really beloved, very, very popular farmhouse feel. We're always going to put a modern twist on it. And if you look really closely, you can see the design that we use is called quatrefoil. That's to keep the actual filling in place so it will never shift. You don't have to worry about that. But it is so whimsical and beautiful. It does give it a little bit of a modern twist, but still the most important part is going to be that morning star design. So when you are thinking about maybe where you're going to put this. So many people are taking quilts now and using it as decor right behind you. So in my house, we have one. We have a ladder out in my living room. And the thing that I love about this quilt, in fact, that's the one that we have that's down in that basket down there, is I was able to throw it in the washer, and it came out of the dryer. I tumble dried it. It came out perfect. I didn't have to steam it. I didn't have to iron it. It came out perfect. Its color fast is wonderful. We do rigorous color fast testing to make sure that 100% cotton is the best of the best. We use also a percale weave when we're talking about this, and that percale weave is a tight weave, so you don't have to worry about it breaking down over time. It's only going to get better over time.
It's very smooth. It's very soft. Let's talk about the weight of the quilt.
Perfect weight.
Remember, everybody's getting a quilt, and you're getting 2 shams. You don't have to buy those separately.
Okay, let's talk about the weight. This is what I say about this quilt and quilts in general. Remember I was saying that it's the most transitional bedding piece because it's a piece that you're going to take from room to room to room and use it in every different capacity, from cabins to watching the movies out in the park. It's also the most transitional when you're talking about seasons, because right now it's hot, right? And so you could get this home and this is going to be the perfect weight for those hot nights when you don't want it to be too heavy. However, when it gets really, really cold, and maybe you're gonna up to a down comforter or something heavier, this is so beautiful and such a beautiful piece of art. You could put it at the foot of the bed, and it's a great layering piece to be able to keep you even warmer through those really cold winter months coming.
You couldn't even find this anywhere if you go to those wonderful art festivals where you see sometimes people bringing in their very own homemade arts and crafts, or maybe you've seen something like this. Designers love to sell you quilts. In fact, they'll package it up and they'll put their designer brand on it. You know, the ones that you already find boxed up at the home stores, at the bedding stores. I will tell you what, they're not $59. They're not $59. Maybe the shams. Maybe you're lucky to get the shams for $59. I've seen quilt sets go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and they might not even be 100% cotton. Wouldn't you love the real thing? Wouldn't you love what nature intended? This is a beautiful natural fiber. Cotton is a commodity. It's not easy to bring this in. That's why maybe it's taken us 10 years to be able to do something that was worthy, that was esteemed enough to be a today's special. So when you see a quilt and shams for $59.99, it might be another 10 years before we can honestly do something like this. Blue, very popular. So I would love for you to order your blue tonight. I will tell you that we will run this presentation throughout the evening. It will be seen by millions and millions of viewers, and it's entirely possible that some of the colors and sizes could be gone by morning. So if you are loving the blue, we still have all the sizes, right? We have twin, full, queen, and king. It does reverse to a plaid, which is another fun look, a little bit kind of more preppy and sporty and coastal, and
you can change it
timeless.
on a whim, right? And what's so pretty is they're very gorgeous. There's no decor. You don't have to wonder, how do I put this on my bed? It does all of the work for you. Do you see how we put it up? Put it just halfway down a little bit, and then back up a little bit more, and then take a look at how you're getting those different patterns. If you could do a close-up, and I hate to say that, but I just wanted to show you all of the different patterns. Each one is completely different. You got the soft florals, the big florals, and they're all different. Now, this is great. Look at how different the olive green is from the blue. Do you see how they're completely different? So you've got the stripe design here, you don't have that here. So it really does play well. They each have their own story to tell. They each have their own feeling. But look at how beautiful that is. And then the beautiful border all the way around is that really kind of soft floral. Then you can reverse back to the plaid if you
These are beautifully made. They have a nice little bit of batting in the middle, so they give you that kind of cozy factor. They're substantial, they're not thin. It's 100% cotton. Sage, is that number 2? Congratulations if you're diving in to that beautiful, we're calling it olive.
Olive.
Olive for ordering.
Olive green.
But it's every shade of green. And that is such a beautiful and earthy and gorgeous neutral. Green will really go with everything. So let's give a little love to our sunny yellow, our golden yellow shade. Let's just sort of spread this out so you can really kind of imagine what would the whole bed look like.
Should we do that
most of it. Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea at home.
You can see
if you love these golden shades, if you love anything with gold, I just think it's rich. Can you imagine the sun, you know, sort of coming in the window, and you have that little patch of sunlight on the bed, and that's where the dog always goes, right? The patch of sunlight or the cat.
This just to me is like when you're looking at the sun play on the leaves. This is the color you see.
It's that fall color.
It's a beautiful fall color.
Isn't that pretty? So that is our golden yellow.
Golden yellow,
Another great fall color is the terracotta, which is on our other bed, and we can wander over there and show you the terracotta. You can remember, put these at the foot of a bed. Do you have, like, you know, those nice little benches, or maybe you have a chest, or maybe you have sort of a wing chair that's off to the side. Maybe you have a cozy armchair in front of a fireplace, and you're thinking, I just want something there that kind of brings in that touch of home. If you have a guest room, this would be probably the most inviting thing that any guest would love to see. When they walk into a room and you see a quilt, don't you kind of just take that extra sigh of relief and go, this makes me feel invited. This makes me feel welcome. This makes me feel like I'm a part of something, and this is something that you can bring into your home today. This is the terracotta. And boy, does this look great. It's kind of like a clay brick red. How would you describe that?
Exactly, clay, kind of a brick red, a true terracotta feel, but you can see there are different varying colors of that terracotta. I love the lighter colors contrasted against the deep hues of it. It's fall, but it's something that will carry through, so it's not too fall. You know, it's not something that come December or January, February, you're not gonna want, especially when it does reverse back. So if you were to change over, you have this at the foot of the bed, but this is something you're gonna take from room to room to room. So you're gonna love this at night. Maybe you do. You know, I always say that the bed is the biggest canvas in your whole entire house, right?
There's not a bigger piece of furniture.
There's not a bigger piece of furniture, and you really do want it to tell a story. And with Emryn House, we always create pieces that will tell a story. We call them meant to be noticed pieces, pieces that people will walk by and say, where did you get this? And when you're looking at this, this is a proprietary brand. You're not gonna find any of this anywhere else, only here at HSN.
I don't even think you could make it if you tried. And Rebecca and I have already decided we're not going to try.
No, I'm not going to try
to make a quilt.
I don't have that talent.
But I could order one. That I am very good at doing. By the way, if you want terracotta sheets, those are available in just a moment. We'll remind you how to buy our beautiful 6-piece sheet set. And then we have pumpkin pillows. That's another nice little fun addition to your home. We have those coming up. This is our beautiful color that we're calling our Merlot.
And this one is so pretty too. The rest have almost, their backing is always going to be an ecru color on the 8-point star of that morning star. This one has that light pink. So this one is just gorgeous when you get it home with the light pinks against that dark, dark burgundy.
And if you have woods in your home, if you have like a dark wood, if you have antiques, I think this would just look amazing, but it will also look great with white woods. We talked about a quilt on a 4-poster bed or a canopy bed, or even if you have like metal framed furniture.
Oh, it will work with everything.
Don't you think that would look great?
I think the Merlot, and I just was looking at this, so I actually have the blue in my bed, on my bed, but when I'm talking about a quilting ladder, if you're using it just for decor, the Merlot is the one you want to go with.
Oh, I like that idea.
I really do think this is the one that's more of a decor piece. Like it really does. There's more of a contrast with it. Do you agree?
Well, people are using quilts for like wall hangings.
Yes, I had a friend.
It's art.
Ellen Bunner was just over in Colorado, and she sent me a picture because she knew I had this today's special coming up, and she walked into this establishment and they just had quilts everywhere, and she goes, look, and quilts really are having a huge resurgence right now. I think it's because people want home. People want to feel safe. They want to feel secure. They want to feel cozy and warm, and quilts just evoke that. And when you're talking about 100% cotton, why did we do that? It's because it's strong, it's durable, it only gets better with age. It's easy to maintain. You don't have to worry about the fibers breaking down. And one of the things that I really love for my daughter who has really bad allergies, it's naturally hypoallergenic. It's such a tight weave that like dust mites and other allergens can't sit into the actual knit of the weave. So it's the best of all worlds. They've been using, I'm a history nerd, a real history nerd, huge. And they've been using cotton. So I was like, how long have we been using cotton? 6,000 years. And I think that is really a testament. Why don't we always move just towards the man-made? Because you can't get better than cotton. Cotton is the best of all worlds.
It is king. Cotton is king. Also, the fact that it just gets softer and softer with every wash. By the way, you do not have to dry clean this. And I was saying earlier, I spent this much just to get another comforter a few years ago dry cleaned. And that can be very expensive. There's no future cost when you invest in a quilt. In fact, you will have this quilt this year, you'll have it next year, you'll have it the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. If you want to pass this quilt down or give this as a gift to a daughter, a son, someone in your family that's getting married, or maybe it's a special anniversary, or maybe it's a young person going off to college, they could have this quilt for years and years to come. And they'll never forget that moment that we got the quilt, because that's what we've always used our quilts for, to recognize and celebrate the most momentous occasions of our lives. Quilts for the birth of a child like you had in your family. We still have quilts in my family that go back decades, generations, but they're so fragile and they're so beloved, they're in a trunk.
Yeah, don't touch them.
And my mom's
Just
like, you don't get to put those on the bed, and they're not for the dog, and they're not for the cat. They are for us to cherish and to pass down to the next generation. This is a quilt you can use, you can enjoy, you're still celebrating that heirloom quality, but it is an outstanding value. 10 years in the making. We have never, ever done a Quilt Today special in the last decade here at HSN, and it may be another decade before we can do it again. So to kick off our fall home event, we just wanted to bring you something that has been one of your biggest customer requests. You've asked for more quilts. You love the farmhouse style, and it's a trend that's not going anywhere because it really can be a modern farmhouse. It can be kind of cozy. It could be coastal. It could be shabby chic. It could be boho. It could be modern. You create the look that you want, and that's the best part. Your home can be as eclectic as you are, but there's nothing more charming, nothing more cozy or nostalgic or homey than a beautiful 100% cotton quilt that just welcomes you home. It's like walking into the room and like feeling like someone already gave you a hug.
Yeah, yes, it just evokes warmth, right? And this is Emryn House. So when you hear Emryn House, please go look at the reviews. Go to hsn.com and just look at all of our beautiful textiles, our home decor. We want to give you the best of the best. We're rooted in that natural fiber. We want you to be able to use this though. That's why we did 100% cotton. So you can live with this. You can cuddle up. You can take it out and drink your morning coffee. You spill your morning coffee, you throw it in a wash, and you just will tumble dry and it will come out perfect. I have mine over there. The color stays beautiful, fresh, long. It's not going to break down, but we also want to give you a piece that has a story to tell. So when you do hand this down to, or maybe you want your grandkids to use it, your kids to use it, you want it, when you have these quilts, you want to actually use them, right?
Right.
So this allows you the best of both worlds. Cuddle up, enjoy it, love it, live in it, eat the popcorn, eat the chocolate, wash it up, and then it's going to be just as beautiful.
I'm not giving up chocolate.
No.
Not even for a beautiful quilt. So here's what's happening. We're very, very busy, and this has been very, very popular. The blue has been our #1 color out of the gate. Other colors may take the lead today, but if blue is popular tomorrow, it will not last very, very long. So I would love for you to reserve it now. You can place your order online, or I can invite you to just, scan that little QR code too. There's a little QR code that you'll see at the bottom of your screen. Just hold your camera app on your smartphone right up to that little QR code, and just like how you order off a menu, you order a pizza, you can order this quilt. You might spend more on pizza for the kids than you will on a quilt set, a 100% cotton quilt set. To get home a quilt and the matching shams, all sizes for less than $60. This is really an unheard of buy. I dare you to compare. Shop quilt sets. Shop 100% cotton. Shop for a classic and timeless design like the Morning Star. You will be hard pressed to find all these sizes anywhere near this price, and not to mention the choice of colors and the fact that it's machine washable. I think you're going to be so thrilled. I think it's going to make you smile the minute you open up the box. Don't you think? I mean, it's hard not to smile when you're surrounded by quilts.
And they're pre-washed. We always, with all of our textiles and bedding, we send them pre-washed. So you can enjoy them the moment they come to your door. You take them out of the box, and it is something you're just gonna wrap yourself with, and you're gonna feel the difference. It doesn't feel like a synthetic fiber. It doesn't feel like a blend. It is 100% cotton, and you can tell the difference in the weight. You can tell the difference in the feel, and you can see the difference in our beautiful design. The quatrefoil design that we have to keep that fill in place is so stunning. It's going to be a piece that you will look at, and you know what's so great? Because we've used so many different fabrics and pieces and patterns, that it is something that probably a week or two from now, you're gonna notice a different pattern, and you're gonna be like, oh, that one's my favorite. Oh, no, I think I like this one now. It really does. It's gonna take you weeks to be able to just look at all of the different details that we have.
And then it's reversible. So you got the plaid on the other side. So you're picking blue, you're picking golden yellow. Your third place is the Merlot, by the way, Sarah,
I'm telling you, that Merlot behind you, do you see that, the ladder? Remember I was telling you how perfect it is.
And then also we have the olive, which is in second place, the blue, which is in first place, the terracotta is what my mom is choosing tonight, and I know my sisters are watching. I mean, it's not every day we can bring you something so outstanding with that wonderful, authentic, nostalgic, heirloom, estate quality vibe with all the quality that you're looking for. Now, we do have matching sheets. You've seen them on the bed, and most of you are choosing the sheets to go with your quilt, because guess what? The sheets are like the same price as the quilt.